Hi everyone, welcome back to Salon Vibes. My name is Alyssa. If you want to find me on Instagram, my @name is @brows by Alyssa. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to shape thick eyebrows using thread only. I like to first start with trimming my client's eyebrows. That way I can make sure none of the extra hairs that are hanging over the line gets caught in my thread when I'm working. This video is really good for people who are just starting out, who have already learned how to hold their thread, and they're on to learning how to shape the eyebrow. Okay guys, so prior to me starting this service, me and my client agreed on keeping her eyebrows really nice and thick, but enhancing her shape just a little bit from the bottom to give her eye a more open appearance. Start by taking little sections and working our way from the beginning of the brow to the arch, and from the arch to the tail of the eyebrow. If you see any extra hairs above, go ahead and remove those as well. It will give you a much cleaner look in the end result. Okay, so now we're doing a little bit of teamwork. I'm asking Ashley to hold her eye for me and stretch the skin very tight so that I am able to get a very clean line. It is very important, guys, to make sure your clients are holding their eye properly so that you're able to work comfortably. Notice how Ashley has her fingertips pointing parallel to each other, and she is about an inch apart on both sides, holding her eye as tight as she possibly can without pressing down into her eye. And this is where it gets juicy. This is my favorite part. I am now shaping the arch area, taking out just a little bit of hair to give her a lift. Wait till you guys see the end result. Ashley has what I like to call peekaboo eyebrows. It's eyebrows that once you start really working on them, they come to life. Important tip, make sure to get all the little hairs beneath the eyebrow all the way to the bottom of the eyelid, just to make sure your art looks perfect. Now let's start on the left eyebrow. Left eyebrow is my challenge brow because she has a little bit of hair missing right on the arch area. So I'm just going to pretend like that hair is not missing and just go right around that. So after you have created a perfect line on top, you want to just brush up the hairs to make sure there is nothing extra to go back and take off. I noticed that the left eyebrow, when I was brushing, was a little bit higher, so I'm just going back in that front corner and taking just a little bit of hair off to make it perfect. Please feel free to ask me any questions that you may have in the comment section below. I originally recorded this video for a student who was taking a virtual class with me. She is living in New York and owns, I think, 2 salons there. And she just wanted to add a new service to her menu, so she took a virtual class with me, and I see her now on Instagram doing very well with it. I'm so proud of her. And I think it's really easy for people to learn. It's just more of them putting the time into perfecting the craft. So don't give up if you are learning. Just take time to watch videos over and over again of people actually using the technique so you can get a visual hang of it. And then once you get a visual hang of it and you get a really good rhythm with your thread, it all will come very naturally to you. A lot of people ask me, does threading hurt? And to be quite honest with you guys, it all depends on who you go to. It all comes down to what thread the person is using. There's so many different threads out there. This by far is my favorite that you see me using in my video. It is a really thin thread, but it gets all the peach fuzz, so that's why I like it. You can't apply very much pressure with this one because it could easily cut the skin. So most people start off with using a very thick thread so that they don't end up cutting the client, but it does end up hurting the client a little bit more. So as you progress, try and switch out the thread that you're using. I will be doing a video on threads later on this month, so you guys could just stay tuned and you'll see me post about that. Notice how I take small sections, but I move very fast. Okay guys, so I am done with my eyebrow. I'm just gonna go back and make sure there's no little hairs left around the brow. I think I seen just one little hair there. And then I like to go back and trim it to make sure my lines are perfect. So take a close look at the dip on the arch of the eyebrow. Notice how I left it there. I plan to fill that in when I am done. The right eyebrow actually already has hair there, and we're just going to pretend like the left side has hair there too and fill it in rather than tapering it off on both sides and making the eyebrows thinner. Now for the middle, I am just cleaning up all the extra little hairs that may be in the middle area and then squaring off the front of her eyebrows. The number one question that I am asked is, does threading hurt? And to be honest guys, it just depends on who you go to. Everyone uses a different thread, has a different pressure, has a different amount of experience, and with experience comes speed. The faster you get it done, the less it hurts, and the faster you pluck the hair out of the follicle, the less it hurts. That completes our eyebrow threading service. Now I am applying some tea tree mixed with a little bit of eucalyptus and lavender to calm Ashley's skin. And the tea tree is an antiseptic, so it makes sure that my client doesn't end up breaking out. I put this literally on every single client and I have no problems with it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you want to see more like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.